Jaina versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine!
You asked for it.
Pretty much just hard mulliganing for lackeys and Kieran Tors in this matchup. Got the lackey. Hopefully I draw into a mirror entity or any secret. Unlucky. But Mana Worm was the second best draw there. The first best being any of my secrets. I guess maybe Counterspell was worse than Mana Worm there. Just gonna play Sorcerer's Apprentice. No other play really. I guess he could theoretically be Zoo. Probably pretty unlikely. I'm just gonna Fireball this thing, because Imp Gang Boss is annoying as shit. So I just want to get it off the board before it gets a good trade on my Sorcerer's Apprentice. If he is Zoo, then Flamewaker plus Frostbolt's probably pretty good next turn.
My eyes are
Okay, he's Reno Warlock. That's not ideal. I'm just gonna go for the Flamewaker Frostbolt play here. I don't want to see like a Hellfire here, but if he has Hellfire, he has to leave up the Flamewaker. I could have gone for like Cabal Lackey Counterspell that turn to play around some kind of AoE, but most of his AoE isn't even that good, and I would have had to trade something into the Earthen Ring Farseer, which just seemed really bad. So I'm definitely going Lackey Counterspell here. I guess I'll see where these juggles land before I do anything else. I could trade in the Mana Worm here, but it's gotta be way better to do this first, right? If I hit this twice it goes down to 2, then I have to trade in the Sorcerer's Apprentice anyway. So I guess it makes the most sense to just trade in the Sorcerer's Apprentice. No, I need the Sorcerer's Apprentice up so I can play this and Hero Power. I got 2 hits on that, which was the worst outcome. But I'm still in a pretty decent spot here. Did he already coin? He coined the Imp Gang Boss on turn 2, right? So there's no Reno here. I have Counterspell and Effigy in play. I'm showing 10, I believe. Okay, he was able to get rid of some of my damage, but I do have lethal draws here. Ball Lackey is not a lethal draw. Well, I guess I pass. Any spell in my deck was lethal there, as Flamewaker plus Mana Worm did 3 damage. Arcane Intellect, I believe, is lethal. So yeah, I just trade everything into this and then Mana Worm Hero Power face. Oh, I don't know why I traded Angry Chicken in. I thought this guy had 1 power for some reason. But it was lethal even with that bad trade.
Jaina versus Gul'dan.
So nowadays it's actually not obvious if they're playing Reno Warlock or Zoo. I think Reno Warlock is still more popular. But I keep Mana Worm either way. Pretty awkward hand. But even if I don't have the follow-up, I think I do have to play Mana Worm on turn 1.
Why do you go?
That doesn't 100% answer what he's playing, but it certainly makes me feel like it's probably Zoo. I think I have to just play the Valet here. Do I make this attack? If I do, these are both 1/2s, he can make this attack again. I have a 1/1 versus a 1/1. It's a little bit awkward. But if I don't make the attack, there's a chance that I have to send both of my guys into it next turn, and whatever minion he plays behind it is safe. Could be like a Direwolf Alpha or a Knife Juggler or something. I think I'm going to value my Mana Worm's health pretty high. I think he'll have to trade into it at some point this game anyway, so there's no reason to really give him 1 kind of free damage on it. That's kind of bad for me. I think I'm just going to play the Flame Waker here. Get a dude on the board. If he doesn't answer it, I can get some hot juggles going out. And it should be pretty hard for him to answer it. He could theoretically play 3 1-drops here and kill it with the Councilman. But even if he does that, then I can still kill the Councilman on board. But I guess the 3 1-drops would be problematic. Okay, so it's Murloc Zoo. He can kill the Flame Waker here if he wants to trade both of his guys into it. Okay, he's gonna take those trades. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, I'll just fireball the Councilman. So do I hit in here first? If I fireball first, there's a 1 in 4 chance I hit this twice, 1 in 4 chance I hit face twice, and a 50% chance it goes 1-1. I want it to go 1-1. If I hit first, I get rid of the 1 in 4 chance that this guy hits twice, but it makes it much worse if I hit his face twice. I don't actually know what the math on this play is, but I feel like it doesn't really matter too much. But if it had gone 2 face and I made that attack, it just kind of makes my Flame Waker unnecessarily vulnerable there.
You are not the boss of me.
So unfortunately my juggles aren't too good here because of this Imp Gang boss, but I can't avoid playing a spell this turn. I think I'm just going to go for Arcane Intellect. Hopefully... I was going to say, hopefully I hit this guy once and this guy not at all. But at least I got the hit on this guy. So my next turn could be like double secret, but then my 2 Cabal Crystal Runners still cost 2 each. A little bit awkward. There's Fenja. I don't play any AoE, so that guy's gonna put in some work. The Mirror Entity Effigy combo is actually pretty bad against Zoo, because they very often have a garbage minion they can play into it.
What to do?
Maybe I just go for Effigy plus Hero Power on the Imp Gang boss. I'll be on 7 next turn, and I could go Mirror Entity, Crystal Runner, Crystal Runner. I prefer to play Effigy rather than Mirror Entity this turn, because currently there's nothing for his Fenja to attack into, and if I play Mirror Entity he can give me something for the Fenja to attack into. But he's at 29 life, so I'm gonna have to confront this Fenja eventually. Wonder if I ever go just Crystal Runner plus like Frostbolt on the Dark Peddler. Make it at least kind of awkward for him to kill something with Fenja. I think I'm just gonna try to beat his big board with my big board. Play these 2 5/5s. Just go ahead and get the Mirror Entity in play. He can take advantage of the Mirror Entity. He almost certainly has a 1-drop from the Dark Peddler. But I can't just never play a minion this game, he has too much health. I've seen 1 bluegill, so if he's only playing the standard 5-card Murloc package... Oh, okay. I was gonna say there's a 1 in 3 chance that he can save his Fenja by pulling out both war leaders, but he just had one of the war leaders. Moat Lurker, that's like one of the worst 6-drops I could have gotten. I guess face there makes sense. There's no real way for me to get a good trade out of my Crystal Runner. I can play my whole hand here, right? Doesn't really seem like it's going to be that good though. I guess I would trade off my Crystal Runner into one of the war leaders, then I would Frostbolt the other one, and then the Flame Waker ping could maybe kill off the bluegill. I guess at that point I even trade in the Moat Lurker first. So I need to make this attack first. Then I guess it makes most sense to Frostbolt here first. No, I'll just trade this guy off first. I care more about making sure his board dies than trying to save a 3-1 Moat Lurker. Which would have been the potential if I killed the war leader, left up the Fenja, and then I could attack into the 2/3 Finja, but it made my missile odds a lot worse, and I just wanted to make sure his board died. That's really bad for me. And he had the Silverware Golem. That was the best, well, other than second Silverware Golem, that was the best 8-mana turn he could have. So I'm definitely making these plays. Question is, where do I target my valet? Maybe I just kill off this thing and go face. He has 2 5 health minions. I can hero power into this guy, it'll be at 4 health. And then wherever he trades, I feel like I can clean up pretty well.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
If he trades this into the 3 power minion, I just hero power it. If he trades into one of the 2s, I can send the other 2 into it. If he trades both of these into 2s, then I can send the 3 power minion into Doomguard and hero power this guy down over 2 turns maybe. I think I'm definitely in a bad spot. But his trades aren't that great here. But he has life tap and he has plenty of HP to abuse it, so he definitely wins the long game. I do still have 2 Azure Drakes in the deck. Probably need to draw into those. Those are really the only big value cards I have left. Or really, they're like the only big value cards I have at all. Really. That seemed like a very questionable play.
What to do?
Killing Doomguard here for sure, right? This guy's going face every time. The question is, do I trade in the Sorcerer's Apprentice here? If I get my 3 face damage, Fireball is lethal next turn. I've seen 1 Power Overwhelming, 1 Soulfire, 1 Doomguard. He only has 12 cards left in the deck, 3 lethal draws, he has a life tap. There's a very good chance I just die next turn if I leave that up. If I trade into it, I cannot die next turn.
Time runs out on me.
Well, I can die next turn. He can Doomguard and then tap into another source of damage. I think I just need the damage here. If he kills me here, he kills me. But the longer this game goes, I think the better odds are he just draws lethal. Mortal killed his own guy. That was probably a good play. Looks like he drew the lethal.
Jaina versus Valera.
Watch your back. You asked for it.
I don't think I keep any of these. I think I'm pretty much hard mulliganing for Cabal Lackey, Mana Worm, and Kirin Tor Mage.
Who goes there?
So he has patches in his hand. That's good news for me. I think I just pass here. He only plays coin hero power, and then I'm forced to hero power again next turn. So I'll just eat the 3 and then hero power this turn. And then maybe I go like Effigy into Arcanist or something. Could have played the Medivh's Valet there, but at best it trades with the 3/1, so I may as well just hero power it for free. If that was a 3/2 Small Time Buccaneer, I would have had to play Valet there every time. Another Effigy. I think I just play an Effigy here. I'm not sure which 4-drop is better to play next turn. The Crystal Runner theoretically gives a better Effigy, but she's also a lot more likely to drop to 0 mana at some point this game. Although honestly, maybe I go Hero Power Medivh's Valet here. Or, oh, maybe it would be Flamewaker Coin. Sorcerer's Apprentice, that could be a play here. It leaves me with not the best Effigy targets, but it does clean up his board. Anything I do this turn, I guess Flamewaker Coin Hero Power could be a play. If I have to play either of my 2 drops, it's pretty bad for the Effigy. But let's see what happens here. Okay, since I missed the 3-1, I think I'll just hero power it. I can play the valet here. It basically just lets me get a free 2-3 on the board. But like I said, it makes my effigy worse. But I don't think...
Excuse me, you are on fire.
I don't think he can kill my Mage's valet to play around effigy and still be able to kill Flamewaker this turn. I might be wrong about that. Well, this is an interesting deck. I did not see that coming. So I can just try to play Arcane Intellect and draw for like a Frostbolt, I guess. Second Mage's valet would be good here too. Or I can just go Mirror Entity Cabal Crystal Runner, and I think that's the play. See where these juggles go. Okay, well, I missed both, so I guess this is an easy pass the turn. I could trade in my 2-3 here, but again, I think it's not that easy for him to just conveniently kill the 2-3 to play around effigy. The other 2 minions I have are pretty big threats. Wow, that's a very good 3-drop. Okay, maybe not so much if that's the minion he wanted to play this turn anyway. That was a pretty good mirror entity for me though. Wow, sap the 0 mana card. Feels bad. I guess it's still 2 mana right now. So the play here could be Sorcerer's Apprentice, Arcane Intellect, Effigy, or Counterspell, which either one, and Cabal Crystal Runner. But I think I'm making this attack pretty much every time. I could also choose to go Double Secret here instead of Arcane Intellect. These are both pretty decent secrets against Rogue.
Right away.
Alright, I'm gonna go for Double Secret here. And I'm actually just gonna stealth the Sorcerer's Apprentice until next turn. She's pretty vulnerable, so she might be worth saving on her own, but especially with the Effigy in play and the Crystal Runner on the board, I don't want him to just backstab my Sorcerer's Apprentice or something.
Thank you.
So I'm probably making this trade, fireballing this, and then I guess I want to develop this guy. He has more cards than me, but one of my cards is card draw. And I do have 2 secrets in play, and I guess 2 of his cards are the coins, so he doesn't really have more cards than me. Good Villager's pretty good against Counterspell. Wonder why he coined there. Is he gonna coin out a 9-drop? It doesn't really make sense to just coin the Counterspell there, because he doesn't really get to actually use another spell. Although maybe he's trying to bait me into playing another Counterspell, I don't know. So this is 13. Probably makes the most sense to just develop this, hero power this guy and go face. I could have gone for a Flamewaker Frostbolt play there. It would have most likely been an additional 4 face damage and kill the Thalnos. But I may as well just try to save some burst for next turn, my board is good enough.
I get